right, let's hand it down to Brian.
All right, as the world comes to terms with the death of Kobe Bryant, the NBA legend is expected to be inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. He was going to come in this year, but they're doing it in an emergency fashion. The chairman of the organization says he will be a first ballot selection.
There's no doubt in my mind. He's going to be honored. He's going into the Hall of Fame.
Here to react is co-founder and senior vice president of Orlando Magic, one of the most respected people in sports, especially basketball, Pat Williams, who brought the 76ers to success and a title. You signed Kobe's dad. You remember when Kobe was born? The decision to put him into the Hall of Fame, that really underlines the magnitude of this man.
Oh, yes, that's a no-brainer. He's going into the Hall of Fame without any question. One of the greatest players of all time. And Brian, you're right. In 1975, Joe Jelly Bean Bryant was a free agent, actually, because the Warriors had failed to tender him the proper contract. So we signed him. He was from Philadelphia, went to LaSalle, and he spent 4 years with us. Late in that 4-year period, this little boy was born, Kobe. And they didn't have a name for him until they had dinner one night at a Kobe steakhouse. And Pam and Joe Bryant thought, that's a nice name, interesting name. And so Kobe became Kobe Bean Bryant.
Amazing.
The bean is the short part of Jelly Bean, which was Joe Bryant's nickname. And so here's this little boy, and I remember vividly the grandparents holding him. They came to the games at the Spectrum.
Right.
And so we saw Kobe way back.
Pat, you told me the death of Kobe Bryant is akin, you think, globally to Princess Diana. Why?
Well, Princess Diana, I remember vividly, Brian, a worldwide figure beloved around the world. And her death just seems so empty. I mean, there was no reason for it. A driver who had had too much to drink, and he's going too fast, and an accident takes place, and this beloved figure is gone. This is very similar to that. Kobe, known around the world, loved around the world, respected around the world, and dies in an accident that you think, it didn't need to happen. Why did that happen? It's just sad.
You were senior vice president, founder of the Magic. You ran things with the 76ers. Tell me about the decision the Clippers and Lakers made not to play.
Oh, I think it's a good decision, Brian. There's so much sadness, and nobody just feels like doing anything. You just want to sit. And Brian, I think it's important to point out, and I do want to talk to the country today, if I may, this horrible feeling we all have. But God knows the minute everybody is going to come into this world. He also knows the exact minute when we're going to depart from this world. He knows. And in this period, from birth to death, the real issue is, what have we done about Jesus Christ? And by inviting him into our heart, we're assured of an eternal destination in heaven. People are really thinking about their own mortality. I think that's what's happened here. And so God's in control, and Jesus comes into our heart, and that's the difference maker.
And he went to church with his daughter in the morning.
Yes.
Had communion. So I think on some level he got your message. Pat, when we asked you to come in, because you are so respected in sports and basketball specifically as well, you got on a plane and you came in and you told the country how you feel. I truly appreciate it.
Well, Brian, I'm one of your biggest fans. I heard you speak last year in Orlando, and I'm telling you, that was powerful. So I'm always happy to be with you, Brian.
Thanks so much. You wrote a book. The latest one is Character Carved in Stone, the 12 Core Virtues of West Point that build leaders and produce success. You've done it in every level. Thanks so much for putting in perspective.
Good, Brian.
Thanks, Pat.
Great to see you.
All right.